Boom shakalaka, we're starting to see some bearish news in the markets. Are we getting wicked off again, and why this orange line is exceptionally important? Plus, we're going to take a look at the top altcoins today based on a strategy that picked out half of the top altcoins last week. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at Bitcoin. Are we going up? Are we going down? Why this orange line is very important, and also the top altcoins this week. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love. And today's episode is sponsored by millionaire trader and investor Thomas Krallo. Thomas Krallo's exclusive university-grade trading education offers an in-depth 5-month-long trading program where you'll learn everything from active trading strategies to proper long-term investing techniques, which can be applied to crypto, stocks, futures, and other markets. With over 1,000 satisfied students, the trading learning program is unique because it offers all the must-know trading insights for beginners, as well as advanced techniques for experienced traders. After graduation, Thomas and his team offer professional trading advice regarding some major market crashes and stock dips. If you join now, you can use the discount code CryptoLove10 to receive 10% off all trading learning programs at thomaskrallo.com. Also, be sure to check out his YouTube channel where he shares his daily life as a millionaire trader. Now, taking a look at Bitcoin. Are we going up? Are we going down? How do we know? And where exactly is it going? Well, Bitcoin, since we called the bottom a few weeks ago in the end of July, Bitcoin has been on quite the trajectory, going up over 50%. However, it seems like maybe we might be finding some resistance right around $50,000, the top of this red trend line right here. So does this put us in this downward trend continuing, or are we in this upward green trend? And really, I can't answer that for you right now because we kind of have to see how it plays out. Are we actually going to break out of this chimney-like rising wedge towards the downside? Because if we do, this orange line here is very, very important, and we'll get into why in a moment. Before we do, guys, let's take a look at what's happening on chain that is very important to take a look at. So William Clemente is saying he's short-term bearish, drop in the liquid supply ratio and coins moving onto exchanges, also seeing some selling from sales. So this from whales. So this blue line here, a liquid supply shock ratio, is dropping. People are selling coins, moving them onto exchanges. Not only that, but we see decrease in whales holdings as well. Maybe they're just waiting for a better entry, but after a big increase a few weeks ago, haven't seen much follow through. So you can see here, this green line has been dropping over the past couple weeks. And the other thing to notice here, the percent of spent outputs greater than 6 months as a percent of overall outputs is rising. You can see here towards the end, it is rising. And what that means is people are selling coins for a profit, which is a good thing, you would think. But if they're selling a lot of coins and they're putting a lot of coins on exchanges, potentially this could lead the price to come down. And as if that wasn't bad enough, Coinbase users now are very angry with customer support after funds are disappearing from accounts. People are getting hacked, they're getting phished for their Coinbase accounts, and Coinbase isn't doing very much to help these people with their accounts. So all of that, why is that important with Bitcoin price, and why does this gosh darn orange line even matter? Well, right now, we're in somewhat of a transitional period for Bitcoin. We definitely don't want to lose momentum, because if we do, then, you know, this could just be a bounce and we might start going sideways for a while. However, if we break through, especially if we break through to an all-time high, we know we are in a bullish end of the market. And, you know, October is coming up, Rocktober as they call it, because generally it rocks the markets. Now, this orange line right here is the 111-day moving average, and this is very, very important to keep an eye on because of the pi cycle top indicator. Now, this is called the top exceptionally well, accurately within 3 days, is called the top 4 times in a row. And in the time back in 2013 where we are comparing this cycle to saying we're going to have a double peak, well, if we take a look here, the Bitcoin price, once it dropped below that orange line and broke back through, it never fell back below the orange line back here in September. I can zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little bit better there. But you can see after the top, it broke to the bottom and then broke through the orange 111-day moving average and then never again broke out below it until the top. Well, as we can see here, we have the first peak, and if we're having a second peak, we've broken to the upside of this orange line, hopefully not to break through the bottom again. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Right now, the price is about $39,000. It looks like it's coming down slowly. So towards the time frame of the end of September, we should see the orange line intersecting with there, hopefully putting us on this bullish overall trend. Now, that's the bad side of Bitcoin, but you guys know I don't like to leave you without a happy ending, so let's take a look at the good side of Bitcoin. Well, it turns out the Bitcoin hash rate has tripled since June 28th in recovery from China's syndrome. Hash rate now recovering, indicating that miners are coming back online after China's crackdown. And we have seen historically that Bitcoin price follows hash rate. So Bitcoin is banned in China, hash rate dropped, price dropped. Now hash rate tripling, potentially we might see price going up as well. Not only that, that's one factor. The other factor is that the combined balance sheet of G3 central banks has hit a fresh all-time high this week at $24.3 trillion. Take a look at this. Over the past 2 years, they have doubled their balance sheet. What took 20 years for them to do, they just did that in a year and a half. Absolutely amazing. And I think the important thing to focus on, something that I mentioned yesterday and something that I'll keep coming back to, is this equation right here. If you reduce this equation, you find out that Bitcoin is not $100,000, not $500,000, not $1 million. It's actually infinity dollars, because the Fed has said they have infinite money. They can print as much as they want. They have infinite money. Bitcoin, there's only 21 million. You reduce the equation, one Bitcoin is worth infinity dollars. And not only that, but we do have MicroStrategies buying Bitcoin again, $177 million of Bitcoin. Now they hold almost 109,000 Bitcoin total. So where Bitcoin price is going to go right now, it is still in this very sharp bullish trajectory, but as you can see, it's bouncing off the bottom of that. So we'll kind of have to see if it continues upward or if it breaks down to potentially find support on this orange line or on this bottom green line here. We'll have to see what happens with Bitcoin in the near time. Now, for the rest of you, turns out that the Vortex report, Cointelegraph Markets Pro, has actually identified half of last week's best performing assets. Some of these assets like Audio, Solana, Ray, FTM, SRM, all of them identified on Cointelegraph Markets Pro. So for you guys today, I wanted to show you what some of the top coins on the scoreboard are today, so you could go and maybe take a look at their charts and see if they're worth investing in. Today, the tops are Keep Network, Thorchain, Reserve Rights, Ampleforth, Teller, and Telcoin. And if you haven't checked out Cointelegraph Markets Pro, it's pretty awesome. These newsquakes, you get the news before anybody else gets the news. You get the news before even the news reporters get the news, meaning read between the lines. You can front run the market. And we saw in my video from yesterday how easy it is to do that with these listings that come out. So that's all for today's video. If you want to check out Cointelegraph Markets Pro, there is a linked comment, a pinned comment, and also down in the description, you could get a link down there. I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.